It's your boy Calvin, and I'm in the den with Fred.
Everyone, so much for being here. My name is Shane Young, co-founder and executive director for Memphis Intercity Rugby, here with two incredible student athletes from Memphis Intercity Rugby, now professional athletes. More on that in a moment. We're so honored to be bringing Premier Rugby Sevens here to AutoZone Park on October 9th. As an organization here in Memphis that's a grassroots nonprofit, Memphis Intercity Rugby being able to co-host this event and bring professional rugby players, to the city where we just started introducing rugby to youth almost 10 years ago is a monumental event and experience, and it signals the growth of rugby in our area and really the appeal and market of the city of Memphis. To be chosen to host this event and to be able to work together with Premier Rugby Sevens, AutoZone Park, downtown Memphis is a real honor that we do not take lightly. The first 10 players to be signed by Premier Rugby Sevens all just got back from Japan, where they were competing in the Olympics. The 11th and 12th players that are getting signed to be pro with Premier Rugby Sevens are standing right behind me. And I used to coach them, Gentry and Donovan Norphlet, in 2012 to 2016 when they were high schoolers, before they went off to play Division I college rugby and become the grown men they are today. And it is crazy to sit here now knowing Calvin and Donovan as two of my mentors, best friends, confidants, and people to bounce leadership ideas off as they coach programs in Memphis Intercity Rugby and lead the way as young men trying to make it in this sport and out of this sport with the many interests, talents, and passions that they have. We're so proud of them and excited and thankful and honored for the organization to be hosting in this moment. So I want to introduce to you Calvin Gentry, who has been such a leader for this organization from a coaching role. Most recently, he was just coaching day one of high school programming yesterday for his old high school team. He's led the way by becoming a college graduate recently and playing rugby at the highest levels, both locally, regionally, and nationally. And Premier Rugby Sevens on October 9th is that next step. And then he's got more steps to take after that too. And it is my honor to introduce Calvin Gentry, the newest Premier Rugby Sevens player.
First, give honor to God. It's a blessing to be here. I remember coming out to this stadium when I was about 15, 16 to watch the Redbirds game when we took field trips. And I said to myself when I started playing rugby, I said, one day I'm going to be in this field. Like one day I'm going to be on this field playing rugby. And now I got the opportunity. It's such a blessing. Never when we started playing this thing did we think it'd get to this point. Like when we started, man, we was just some kids having fun, riding in the back of a Toyota Camry with Coach Young, just with the world's in front of our eyes, and we didn't know at some point that we'd be doing the things that we're doing today. And it's a blessing because we get to inspire kids, we get to inspire adults. There's people out here that never thought rugby would be a thing. We got people from all over the world who come in. They live in Memphis, they stay here, and they want to watch rugby. They want to see something different. They want to watch a fast-paced game, something intense, something that's ongoing. So it's such a blessing to be in this position. I'm nervous right now, but just giving the honor to God, man, I'm blessed.
Thank you so much, Calvin, for leading the way all of these years and here in this press conference, giving his valuable time to make a statement. The next player we're bringing up, everyone's taking a risk, to bring a tournament here, in a pandemic or post-pandemic. Memphis Intercity Rugby takes risks every day, forming partnerships with schools and, putting coaches out there to recruit kids for rugby. Nobody in the history of Memphis Intercity Rugby took a bigger risk than Donovan Norphlet, who is the next player who signed with Premier Rugby Sevens and is coming up to speak. He was the first player to come out and make rugby really cool at his high school, and then the first player to sign a college rugby scholarship in a school and in a region where that just wasn't happening. So it was really a leap of faith for Donovan and his family to invest that deeply in rugby. And what they did by taking those risks and believing in themselves, believing in the sport, believing in the program was create pipelines and pathways where hundreds of other students followed behind with more confidence and less fear, because Donovan did it, and then Calvin did it. And then girls started doing it in 2015, and now our organization serves hundreds of students and 11 school partners throughout the city. And we would be remiss not to dial that back to Donovan Norphlet, who got it started for us in 2012. And I'm proud to introduce Donovan Norphlet today.
thank all the PR7s for this opportunity. And I just want to thank the city of Memphis for allowing us to come out and do what we love. It's been a long journey from back when we first started, but growing up in this city, you don't see a lot of athletes go away for rugby. You see people play the main sports, football, basketball. It was good to finally have a new outlet where it doesn't seem like everybody's competing for the same spot. Not gonna lie, it's a little nerve-wracking being able to be up here. First time being able to say I can play high-level sevens. It's not collegiate, and it's good to have my brother with me. Wouldn't be able to do none of this without him. All those long hours back in high school, playing together, going to practice, laughing after practice, wins, losses, it all boiled down to just great memories. I would like to say that I am glad that I get to be here. I'm going through a little something back home with family, but it's good to always share good news and bring light to a dark situation at sometimes. I do want to say that I am glad to be here, and I really hope that everybody in Memphis come out and watch us October 9th here in Memphis to hopefully make PR7s a thing that will stay around for a long time. Thank you.
All right, to close us out, you know, almost 10 years of history with Memphis Intercity Rugby. We're sitting here with two of the pioneers behind us, and as a charity who's come so far, and now we have the acclaim and prestige of hosting a professional tournament like Premier Rugby Sevens, we feel like we still have so much to prove and that we owe so much, especially to the two young men behind me who cleared the pathway and made it cool and made it acceptable and became an inspiration to so many other kids. And now they're continuing to do that by becoming the 11th and 12th professional players to sign with Premier Rugby Sevens. We hope that the entire city comes out on October 9th to fill these seats and watch the magic happen on the field. Thank you so much to everyone who supported Memphis Intercity Rugby, who's coming to watch Premier Rugby Sevens, and who's part of bringing this to the great city of Memphis at AutoZone Park. We're incredibly honored and excited, and we promise to transpose all of this effort and energy and resources into doing what we have always done best, which is our grassroots effort to expand opportunity for student athletes in our target demographic and in our school partners. So with that said, we thank you all from the media for showing up today, and we're here to do one-on-ones or whatever kind of interviews you'd like. Thank you so much.
Shout out in the deal, Fred.